We are about to spoil Memories from 1995. If you haven't seen the movie and you plan on watching it, leave now and come back later. But if you have seen it or you just don't care, then please stick around. Hey! Look, we're almost done with the project. We're still waiting on one more, but I saw your short. It's pretty good. It's real funny how over the top it gets near the end.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, by the way, I saw your short too. Man, I love the art style. It's very atmospheric. Really well done, man.
You know, what do you think those other chumps are bringing in for the first movie of the picture, you know?
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about mine.
Yeah, I think we did a great job. I hope, they're at least somewhat similar to us.
Fuck! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Cinema Roulette. Woo!
This time, actually finishing the director's wheel off.
Yes. Still can't believe that happened to our wheel. Wow.
We weren't planning that at all.
Nope. But yes, I'm very glad that we landed on this one. This was a joy.
I mean, it also makes me sad in a way. It's
Yeah.
like, literally, we're out of stuff to cover from Satoshi Kon at this point.
Yup.
Such a good fucking director and writer.
Yeah, great director, great writer, and he did write one of the sections for this movie. That's right, this is an anthology movie. So if you don't have anything further to say, I'll drop that title right there.
I think we've only covered one or two other anthologies. We did... what was the Japanese horror one?
Quiden.
I think there's one more, but I don't remember what it was.
I think there was two, I forget.
It is over 240 episodes at this point.
Yeah, we've been at this a while.
It got such a big following, like, okay, yeah, well, let's just get to the movie title.
Well, anyway, we're reviewing 1995's Memories.
That's right, we're talking about the song from Cats. Also, thank you, Silence.
Yes, that was a lovely silence.
And a lovely title sequence from the movie. Like, just so simple.
Wonderful.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a weird synopsis because we have three separate short stories, basically.
Yep.
And there's no, unlike other anthologies, there's no overarching story to connect everything. It's just kind of literally, here it is, here's the title, story plays 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the movie goes in order of Magnetic Rose, Stink Bomb, and Cannon Fodder. Editing is weird.
Editing is fun.
Yeah, I guess I get into the synopsis now.
All right, let's do that.
This movie is split in 3 parts, and we start with Magnetic Rose, who's the director.
The director of Magnetic Rose is Koji Morimoto, who was he was a key animator in Akira, and he's worked on stuff such as The Animatrix, Kiki's Delivery Service, City Hunter, and Fist of the North Star.
Nice.
Yep.
Also, there's a little writer here named Satoshi Kon.
Yep. Satoshi Kon wrote it, and Koji Morimoto directed.
We open in space with a group of guys who are basically garbage men, from what they describe. There's a satellite that was floating around through space, was now caught in orbit, so they put a little bomb on it, delete it. Fine.
Yeah.
Everyone gets back on the ship. It's Station 103. We're about to head home. Everyone's just kind of tired. One wants to go see all the girls he has. One wants to go back to his family, and everyone else is just like, man, fuck this job, right?
Yeah.
But an emergency signal comes through, and it's basically etiquette for a ship like them to at least go try to help. So they fly on over, and it's in space, what they call Space's junkyard. Already kind of bad. Also, there's a magnetic field, which their computer is so cheap, it's not protected from this sort of thing. So they're flying a bit blind at the moment.
Yep.
But everything's going pretty okay. Someone is alive inside because the emergency signal is still going. It just got a bit weaker when we got close. We send 2 people inside. No editing happened. Shut up. Heinz and Miguel are sent in. They make a little log and then head through the airlock. And it looks like a normal ship, pre-being up and left to run in space. But then they find something rather odd as the gravity turns on. It's a ballroom. A really big ballroom. Like a stage and everything. It's 2 floors.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like big performances happen here, but no one is around. There's also the little issue of we see grass and a blue sky. And also a woman. Well, we saw a picture of this woman earlier, and Miguel is like, damn, she's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miguel sees her out the window in the field, so he goes running after her. However, as soon as he steps outside, he trips and falls through a hologram. Nothing bad on the other side, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, this place is a bit odd. And then all of a sudden, a robot, like, Cupid statue that's holding up a little plate is like, hey, dinner is served. Okay. Sure. They head into the dining hall, see some plates set up, a meal is out. Heinz doesn't trust the food and even goes over to start up a sink, which takes a good while before coming out as pure brown water. Miguel tries digging in because there's a bottle of wine here and it's a good vintage. He doesn't even get to swallow it. He spits that out. It's all fake or it's all Rhine. He doesn't really specify which. Just either way, not fucking edible.
Mm-hmm.
We keep looking around because someone had to send that signal. Their team who's still on the ship is seeing that there is a sign somewhere in there that's coming from. So it moves. So one person has to be alive in here.
Yep.
They find the madam's bedroom and they find her makeup and clothes and it smells pretty in here. Then we find a room of trophies and find out she was an opera singer. A very famous one, in fact. They even ask some of their team to look her up just to see whose ship this is. Miguel is off on his own and going through the closet. These dresses are so old, touching them makes them turn immediately to dust. And then he sees the woman. And she draws him in. But he's quickly snapped back by his friend calling out to him. However, a photo that we were cut to earlier that had her original husband is now Miguel. The SOS is moving even more, but the magnetic field is also growing stronger. Miguel gets split up again and ends up in like the bowels of the ship. Everything is in ruins. There's a bit of flooding of something. And then there's a piano. He goes up. Well, it was playing itself. He goes up, hits one of the keys, and all of a sudden, he's in the field. The opera singer is there, talking about how much she loves him, kissing him, and he's super into it.
Yep. Unfortunately, yeah.
He doesn't even really realize that this may not be real.
Yep.
Heinz, on the other hand, ends up on stage. And the madam is there, and she has her back turned to him. He walks up and she turns around and stabs him in the chest. Hard cut back to his home life. He's at home. He just gave his daughter a gift. It was a astronaut suit. So one day she can go up with him.
Good. I'm good. Just zoned out there for a second and I'm like, my mind just flashed back to something. Okay. So
did you see a TV clip?
Unfortunately.
Oh, damn. It's a hard movie.
No, I love that movie. I didn't need to say unfortunately. That could be misconstrued.
But, giving his daughter a gift, goes down, has dinner with his wife and child. His daughter keeps trying to talk about, like, you're going to let me go up to space, right, Dad? His wife's trying to be like, just eat your dinner, sweetie. And he's about to say something, but something becomes off. It's no longer his wife. It's the opera singer. His daughter keeps repeating herself.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes that whatever is happening is not right. He's able to pull himself away and everything starts turning to like wax almost.
Something like that. It's like that goop from Evil Within.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't he like kick the wallet with a photo or something and that's what brings him back to reality?
That's the next moment.
Okay.
That's a bit later.
Can cut that.
No, it's easy to get them confused.
Okay. I just didn't want to interrupt the flow here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was making sure that I was right too on that.
Yeah.
But he is able to push away as the house becomes wax. He grabs his gun, shoots at, he shoots at the woman. He can't bring himself to shoot the child outline.
Mm-hmm.
He calls back up in comms and is like, hey, what the hell is going on? And the people back on the ship are just like, we don't know. You've been gone for 30 minutes. Get the fuck out of there. Because the ship, the magnetic field is getting stronger and is pulling the ship into this cluster of broken ships, basically. Miguel is lost. We do eventually get down to him and see him just walking through the muck, talking to himself. But before we can reach him and wake him up, he's dragged off with the opera singer and a row of guests into the light and then disappears.
Yep, because I thought the one thing had crushed him.
Yeah, I did too.
But yeah, no, he does walk off into there and is just lost.
He's lost. We don't see him again. I think we see his corpse, but that could be someone else's.
Mm-hmm.
And then the opera singer starts talking. We did also get more of her backstory, but the opera singer, she was an award-winning opera singer, married a man. However, after she got proposed to, basically, she lost her voice. He still supported her with dance and performing. However, right before her wedding, he died. And we quickly come to the conclusion that this was made just for her to remember the good times, basically, to stay hidden back in her own nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what is kind of admitted here, too, because she is basically telling the last remaining astronaut, hey, stay with me. You'll be happy forever.
Yeah.
Your friend is safe. He will be forever in my memory. And he's about to shoot, basically, to get out of this situation. She's like, hold on. Let me do something. And then his house appears out of the gunk. He's on the roof, sees his daughter. And his daughter asks, like, you're going to let me be an astronaut, right, Dad? And then she slips. This is a 2-story house. Mm-hmm. She's like under 10.
Yeah. Gravity's
winning this one.
Yeah.
But he jumps over to the edge, tries to grab her, misses. However, down below, the opera singer has his daughter next to her. He comes down somehow. It's honestly kind of a cut. It's like he just jumped.
Yeah.
And then his daughter comes up and is like, come with me. Come into the house. Let's go. And he's trying to go. However, he dropped his like photo ID earlier with a picture of his family on the ground. He kicks it, and then it allows him to pull out of this. His kid fell. His kid is dead.
Yeah. It's heavily implying that this happened in real life.
Yeah, because the robot or whatever this machine is able to get into your memories and play at what you want.
Yep.
And he's able to push back enough to basically pull a pistol and shoot the robot that is trying to do this. However, outside, the crew that's left in the ship, they are out of options. They don't know where the hell he is because comms are basically down due to the magnetic fields. Things keep getting worse as he is shooting up the robots and the server room and everything. So they decide, fuck it, shoot a big old laser cannon at this ship so that way the explosion force will stop the magnetism and allow them to pull away.
Mm-hmm.
With that, our lonely hero gets sucked out into space. We do see a few final moments with the opera singer and Miguel as they're still lost in their rose-tinted nostalgia, and he floats off into space, still with roses in his helmet. We're technically unsure of his fate.
Yeah.
And the short ends.
Yeah, because the ship had fired the cannon-sucking thingy, so...
Well, it's just that the cannon made such a big hole that all the air was sucked out and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first short.
Oh, yeah.
To talk about this one.
Are we going to talk about it?
Yeah, we'll go with each one, then we'll still add on.
This short was fucking incredible. It is like, just in a nutshell, my thoughts were just hauntingly beautiful. Like...
The thing I love most is, even though it is a horror short, you don't know that right away.
You don't, because it plays it very much straight sci-fi. You're exploring it, and then the sense of dread just slowly creeps in there.
Yeah, it's this overwhelming feeling of something is wrong here. Something isn't right.
Yeah, because it's like dinner's being made. You got little robots, which isn't scary, but then it turns into like...
Then it turns into the horrors of getting too lost in nostalgia, basically.
Yeah, and this one just has all the hallmarks of Satoshi Kon.
Oh, yeah, the theming and the mix of surreal and grounded is so good, as always.
So freaking awesome. These two directors complemented each other so well.
It was so... It felt like a full movie. I was like, shit, how much longer do we have?
Yeah.
That was the first 40?
Yeah, I looked at Justin, I'm like, that could literally be a review on its own. It's so ripe with, like, symbolism and all that, so...
Yeah, because that's the main thing this is about, is getting too lost in nostalgia is dangerous, and you will start rejecting reality, basically.
Yep.
And I like the little ways it shows that, too. Like, the fact that the dresses fall apart immediately. Like, yes, from a distance, it's beautiful. It still holds the elegance that it used to have. But any sort of pressure or just a little bit of messing with turns to dust.
Yep. It's all these little things like that are just brilliant. I wish I could think of more examples, but I was looking at some of it, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was... And yeah, it was just haunting. The soundtrack is so fucking good.
They use a lot of classical music in this one, and to a wonderful degree. Like, basically, the music moves it forward in a lot of scenes, like, once it picks up.
But I also like when they're just first exploring or floating through space, that little sci-fi theme. It's very subtle, just sort of like... Ding, 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 ding. But at first, the fear isn't space. Space is, I like it when in sci-fi space isn't scary anymore. Like, people just work here.
People just, exactly. Like, it's not like, oh, we're gonna get sucked out of the airlock or something. Like, oh my god, space is so scary. It's just, it's the things in space that are scary.
It's that the start of it is just this very relaxed slice of life, and then things get worse.
Yep. Yeah, it's just these guys look like they could be like truckers or something working anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one of them just walks around in their underwear. There has this like wife beater on, like
one's in shorts.
One's in shorts, very casual. It's almost like the crew of Alien or something.
Yeah. That's what I also like in Alien is that they were truckers, and here it's garbage men. Like,
yeah.
They're just dudes.
They're just dudes. I mean, someone has to take out the garbage in space.
Yeah. You got to deal with satellites, or they're going to be a problem.
Yep. They already kind of are in the Earth.
Even cars. Also, this obviously isn't intended by this short because it was 95. But this does feel like it could work as commentary with AI.
Yes.
Especially the AI that's coming out where it's like, we can bring this actor back from the dead and they'll be in this movie. It's not real. They're gone.
Exactly. It's not really their performance. It's the performance of a computer trying to emulate their performance.
It's like, oh yeah, this dude could be here and he's technically happy and he sees his daughter every day, but that's not his daughter.
No. It's just not them. You know it. It's just you sucked all the humanity out of it, and it's just disrespectful.
And you want it to be real. Like, it would be so nice if you could live in the world your nostalgia remembers the world being.
But the world is not like that anymore.
The world's not like it anymore, and you can't go back.
Yep.
And also, well, this works very well into the name of Memories.
Yep.
The other ones,
don't really tie into the title. They're good and interesting in their own right.
Yes. More on this, or shall I continue?
Let's continue and then save that for the end.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Stink Bomb, which, quick tonal shift, we're going dark comedy.
Yep. See something, hold on. This one was directed by Tensai Akamura, and he is known as one of the key animators in Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Which you can really see in some of the character designs here.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
But yes, this is called Stink Bomb. It's flu season in Japan, and we have a businessman, Tanaka, I think is how I say that?
Takanaka.
Takanaka?
Yeah.
It was an N, though. That's what's confusing. Or
I think you're right, actually. Hold on. Oh, it's just Tanaka.
Tanaka.
Yeah, Tanaka. Tanaka.
But yes, we have Tanaka. He works at a facility that makes drugs, a pharmacy basically. He has the cold though. He goes to a doctor. They give him a couple of pills. Hopefully it will pass. Heads back to work. He admits to his coworkers he's tried everything. His desk is full of different over the counter drugs, drinks, that sort of thing. And they're like, "Hey, boss has a new trial run drug for fevers. You should just go try that." And he's like, maybe. Well, he does have to go drop off a report in his boss's office, and his boss isn't there. He sees the pills. What's one gonna do, really?
Yeah. They told me to take 2. I should probably take 1.
I wonder if 2 would have made things worse.
Probably.
Maybe it would have done better. We cut back to his coworkers, and the boss comes in, asking who the fuck took a pill. His coworker's like, "Oh, Takanaka needed something for his fever, so he took one and then he went home." He went home? He took one? Yeah, what's the No, he's actually just sleeping in the back office. He's still here? Then we cut ahead.
Yep.
Tanaka wakes up. However, he's surprised. It's morning. The next day. No one even woke him? Well, he goes out, goes to the front desk, and the front desk lady is passed out.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, everyone in the office is out cold. They're all dead, Jim. Yep. And he heads back to his boss's office. Well, he heads in basically a security room. Finds his boss had just turned off the bio lockdown. Basically, if any biohazard got out, the whole building would lock down to keep it inside. Well, he turned it off. Takanaka thinks, why would you do that? Hits on, and then immediately the building locks down. But also it calls basically the CEO of the company, who asks, "What the fuck?" And sees everyone is dead except for him. Well, go to your boss's office, grab all the files, grab the pill capsule, and get here to Tokyo to give it to me. Okay?
All right, we have an objective.
Will do. So he gets out of the building. I'm assuming just turned off the lockdown?
Probably. He doesn't really explain how he got out of the building. He just walks out.
Yeah, pretty shit lockdown, gotta say.
Yeah.
But he's starting to bike to Tokyo. Little weird things are going on, though. Like a swarm of birds that are now dead. A frog that's sleeping and not dead. I will lie to myself and say. But also, town's real quiet. There were emergency vehicles down the road crashed. Weird. Anyway, better keep heading to Tokyo, I guess.
Yeah.
Things seem bad here. Back in Tokyo, government officials are getting together because a bunch of people are dying and they don't know why.
Yep.
There is some weird smell going... Oh, I should say, also, when he was asleep, there was a weird smell in the office.
Yeah, everyone was like, what's that smell?
And that weird smell has been moving. And people keep dying. They're trying to evacuate cities as fast as they can. They don't know what's causing it, but they know it's moving.
Yep. So in case you haven't put 2 and 2 together yet, because he hasn't, he's basically a walking apocalypse.
Yeah, he basically has a mile radius of poison gas.
Yep.
And it will get worse if he gets more stressed, which, yeah, he's pretty stressed at the moment.
Yep.
To save a bit of time, because this movie is basically a lot of back and forth of, what are we doing? We don't know, sir, but we're trying. I'm just pedaling along, and more people die.
Yep, basically.
But the military does eventually figure out it's him, even though he still hasn't figured out while watching people die in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And the military grabs his mother, and he calls out on a helicopter like, "Don't go to Tokyo, go back to the mountains."
I think it's his grandma, actually.
Oh, is it grandma?
It's one of the 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's 23, so I guess if he had a mother, she wouldn't be that old.
Yeah.
Either way, a family member yelling like, "Go back to the mountains." Instead of explaining any further, he also ignores anything she just said. Is like, what was she trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, also the thing that breaks his concentration is a sniper trying to shoot him.
Yep.
However, the smell is getting so bad that the sniper's eyes were watering, so he missed.
Yep. So now it's just kill this bitch.
Yeah, get that motherfucker.
Yep.
So he goes through a tunnel and all of Japan's flying military is here and tries to just nuke the bastard.
Yep. Sniping isn't working, so just send all the missiles in that direction. One of them is bound to hit him, right?
Sadly, everyone in Japan's military is apparently a clone trooper from XCOM and misses.
Yep.
He somehow makes it and keeps walking, not figuring that maybe he shouldn't because people want to kill him. Then the military gets another idea. Also, well, first off, the Prime Minister of Japan has basically called the UN and said, yeah, can you just firebomb Tokyo to save our lives? But one guy who's there, I think he's like from an American embassy. He's played up very American.
Yeah, they say like the Yanks are back. He's the one that had the... So I'm assuming he's the leader of the American. Yeah.
Yeah. NASA has a new suit and basically sends in people in power armor to go deal with him. They also trap him in a highway cave by blowing up one end and blowing fans of liquid nitrogen through the other to try and contain him and the stink. The people in power armor go in. They, instead of, I don't know, explaining the situation or saying anything, they just look creepy, intimidating with electric claws.
Yeah. Don't try to talk to him. Just...
This causes our stink bomb to panic. Big old fart bomb goes off, possibly annihilating everyone, but then the numbers are going down.
Yeah, wait a minute. It's disappearing. Oh my god, we did it!
We did! We got him! Woo! None of the people in power armor are about to report the twist that's about to happen, I guess.
I guess not.
An astronaut comes back to the situation room, basically, carrying the suitcase that Tanaka was carrying, hands it over, and then their helmets had like shielding over it probably because in space, you know, the sun isn't filtered. But that goes up, and there's a bunch of gas inside. It's Takanaka.
Yep, he got...
Tanaka, sorry.
Yeah, Tanaka. He got quarantined in a power suit.
He's in the power suit, but he really wants to talk to his boss, so let's just take this off. And then he asses the entire building. The end.
Yes, so this one, hard tone shift because it is mostly played up for comedy. And it uses a lot more like jazz music to kind of go into the chaoticness of it, so...
Yeah, and the chaos does escalate super quick in a fun way.
It's really fun, yeah.
However, following Magnetic Rose... It's real hard tone shift.
It really is. And I wouldn't mind a shift more to comedy, but the thing is, I feel like the tone overall is pretty inconsistent.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, well, especially after COVID.
Yeah.
It's really hard to laugh at someone who's actively ignoring signs they are a problem and killing thousands of people.
Yup. So it's never really said, like, what this is supposed to mean, but fun fact, this was actually based off a real story.
Oh?
Yeah, it wasn't to the degree. It wasn't that it was a giant fart cloud, but it was someone named Gloria Ramirez. She was an American woman who was dubbed the Toxic Lady, or the Toxic Woman by the media, when several hospital workers became ill after airborne exposure to her body and blood. She had been admitted to the ER suffering from late-stage cervical cancer. While treating Ramirez, 3 hospital workers fainted and others experienced symptoms such as shortness of breath and muscle spasms. 5 workers required hospitalization, one of whom remained in intensive care unit for weeks. So as soon as they got her blood, basically just bleh.
Do they know what was wrong, or
let me see. I think status of technical forensic. The possible chemical explanation for this incident has appeared in some forensic science textbooks. In one textbook, they state that although the hypothesized conversion of DMSO2 to DMSO4 has not been previously observed, the postulated scenario is the most scientific explanation to date, and that beyond this theory, no credible explanation has ever been offered for the strange case. So they're actually not quite sure. They just knew it was like radioactive. So it was something because they said in the movie, like, the chemicals are making him do this.
Yeah, the idea... Well, I thought the idea from the film was the pill mixed with the cold, and that's what caused it.
Yep.
Also, the reason the pill... I forgot to mention, the reason the pill did that is it was a secret chemical weapon they were working on, and then he happened to fucking take it.
Yeah, just happened to. That's why the boss was so pissed off, like, who went in there?
I thought you said what? I was like, I didn't say anything.
Oh, no. I just kind of went, meh.
Yeah. But yeah, also, just post-COVID world, it's like, God, watching someone ignore all these signs is such a pain in the ass.
It really, really is. I know this was 95, but man, it's kind of like, what's that one movie that came out in like the
Contagion?
Contagion. It's kind of like how during COVID, that went up just because people kind of found comfort in a strange way.
Or it was just darkly funny that the movie predicted a lot.
Like, to a strange degree, predicted a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I still enjoyed it. It's definitely not as good as the first, and it's just, the problem is the movie just set way too high of a bar.
I think if I watched it on its own, I would have thought it was fine. But yeah, with Magnetic Rose right there, it's like,
yeah, almost feels like you, like, not even on purpose set the other artists up for failure. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, it's like watching Back to the Future, and then right after you watch Adam West's Batman movie.
Yeah.
It's just maybe not even that. Like, it needs to be something more dramatic, but you know what I mean.
Yes, it's just tonal whiplash, basically.
Mm-hmm. But we do get a final section of the movie, Cannon Fodder.
Cannon Fodder was directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, best known as the creator of Akira. He actually wrote the manga and helped direct the movie. So,
damn.
Yep.
Now, this one isn't really one I can summarize. This movie, or this section, is a lot harder to summarize because it's more of just a snippet of life in a fictional world. This is a steampunk world, purely militarized. We see a kid who wants to be a soldier, clearly brought in by the propaganda. His father is a tired worker, and all that really happens here is they fire big cannons at some enemy.
Yep.
Even when the father is asked at one point, he says, "I'll tell you when you're older." And that's just kind of what we get to see. They spend most of the time showing how one of these cannons fires. This militarized zone has become just a day job.
Yeah, because we're sort of following the kid because we start and end with him.
Mm-hmm.
But in between, it's just basically, this is how this world is.
Yeah, it's how normalized a militarized world can become.
Yep.
And that's kind of the horror of it.
Yes.
But yeah, that's kind of it with the summary of it. Is just, it's a day in this militarized zone.
Yeah. And it's really interesting for sure. It's kind of more just a vibe, like a slice of life type thing. Wow, thanks, Spotty.
Is what I was more expecting from the anthology of, like, just kind of weirder, more artsy shorts.
Yeah.
And as an artistic short, this is great. I love the art style.
Oh, it's so cool because it's not really realistic. All the characters are like have darker skin and their faces and eyes are like more pudgy and like compressed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like an alternate universe type deal. Like,
yeah, and ow, I bit my own tongue.
Oh, I hate that.
But I love like how deeply shaded everything is. It makes it feel very much like the movie Heavy Metal.
Yeah, it feels like Heavy Metal, and I got some Wall vibes from the scene as well. Pink Floyd, The Wall,
especially in the school.
Oh yeah.
Also, some lovely edits and match cuts. Like, we see the dad going to work, and he opens his locker, and there's a picture of his family. His son is in his little war helmet, and then it fades out the rest of the image except his son. You see the father's hands close the locker, and we're at the school now.
Yeah, or like the one where someone passes off the note, and then like it comes up to the lens, and then the father grabs it, and it pulls it, transitioning it to where he is now. Mm-hmm. Like, there's just really clever stuff like that. And one of my favorites is when they fire the cannon, the smoke comes up, and then the smoke stops and turns into the clouds, and then it tilts down.
Yeah, it's a very fluid movie.
Yes, gorgeously done.
Which I think that adds to how it feels so mechanical. Like, even the editing feels like an assembly line working into the next bit.
Yes, so it's just done. It's so interesting. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about it. Just really solidly done.
It's beautiful to look at. Yeah. I will say, I feel like I rate it lower in my brain again because Magnetic Rose was first.
Yes, exactly.
That one had such a connection to the title of Memories, and had so much happen that a more artsy, just here is a somewhat fictional world.
Yeah.
And like, it's still good. It's just like, man, that first one though.
Yeah, it kind of like peaks there, and then just like, it's not, none of these are bad. by any mean. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a little unfair to compare him to the first one, especially considered that's your first impression. That's how you open the movie.
Yeah, also, it is very heavily hinted that it's Nazis.
Oh, you think?
It's just a little.
Oh, it's not like every single S was replaced with SS on every written paper.
Cameron, you're acting like that means it's political. Next, you're going to tell me just because they're called stormtroopers, that's a reference to something in history. I almost forgot. I do know a fun fact with this movie. The scene where we get like a full look at where the cannon is firing, that is a one-shot in the most literal sense of they panned the background in a room and then just panned a camera over all of it in order to actually get a real sweeping shot of an animated room.
Yeah, think about that. A one shot, technically, in animation.
It's like, well, obviously it's one shot because it's animation. You can just hold it. But no, they actually just drew out this massive fucking painting of the room and pan over it.
They took a camera and did it. It's the technical wizardry behind it is amazing.
That's fucking nuts. That's kind of the good thing about that third one is just the art style and the vibe of it.
Yeah. But yeah, as a whole, I honestly really fucking enjoyed this.
Oh, this was a fantastic anthology. It flows so well.
Oh yeah. So there's just like the only minor issue is that just the other shorts aren't as good as the first one. That's about it. I cannot fault the movie itself. The animation, amazing. The acting, amazing. Everything about it just consistently beautiful.
If Magnetic Rose was at the end, I think it would be better.
Yes.
However, I feel Stink Bomb is really hard to work in here because if it was first, it sets up the wrong tone for everything else.
Yeah, I would have almost started with the cannon fodder because that one is the most neutral, I feel.
It's the most neutral, but also it does kind of have the setup too much of this is going to be more art house than narrative driven. Exactly. So I get also why it's in this order.
Yeah.
It's just like, I wish it wasn't. Maybe it darn, I have to ask for more 90s animation, but maybe one more short to help be at the start to help flow things. Yes. I don't know who would direct it or what it would be about, but it feels like if there was one more story, we could have had a better order of things. So it didn't. So you're not stuck there comparing everything to the last.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I know we mentioned it enough with Magnetic Rose, but I love how obviously it's written by Satoshi Kon.
Yes.
The themes, those surrealness, everything about it's like, oh my, even though someone else is directing, Kon's voice is coming through so hard.
Oh yeah, his fingerprints are all over it. It's so cool.
But yeah, it's well worth your time. Discotheque has the Blu-ray out still in print.
Yep.
I'd highly suggest getting that. I think at the moment of recording, it's on Prime, but this is coming out in like August when we're recording in June.
Yeah, and with how much streaming services switch things around, we don't know if it'll still be there by this time.
It might be there. It might be on Crunchyroll. It's probably on that other site I can't legally mention.
Yep.
Today's sponsor, NordVPN. No. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else here.
Not really, just really solidly done. So
honestly, I'm still thinking of Magnetic Rose. It's like, man, I could have had that be a feature-length film. That would have been awesome.
Would have been so good, but yeah, I'm just so happy we have it, and it's so bittersweet because this is the end of Satoshi Kon.
This is the last we cover, unless we become a book show.
Yeah.
Unless we want to cover a 2-minute show called 2-minute short called Ohio.
Yeah.
Which is Good Morning. Very good short, by the way. You can find it free on YouTube.
Yep.
I guess if we have nothing else to add.
Yeah, just so good.
So very good, but we do have to rate everything.
Yes, we do, as we usually do.
As we usually do, with the same system every time. So, Cameron.
Yes, Justin?
1 out of 100, what do you rate this movie?
Oh, I think I would rate it a solid 90.
Solid 90? I'm feeling 84.
That's fair.
Only because the first short overshadows the others. It may go up on rewatches, but that first time through, that first one really sets the bar high, and that's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is still nice. This is fine.
So, just crazy that this one kind of like was about like its predictions in the future and what could happen because it shows the Soviet thing, and now it's kind of scarily accurate. Like these fears were all around back then.
Why would you think people are getting lost in nostalgia, Cameron? Oh, hey, did you hear the remake of The Black Cauldron is coming out?
Right.
Sorry, I guess that is a bad example. But why would you fear like someone actively ignoring warning signs that they are getting other people killed?
Yeah.
Oh, right, 2020.
Why would you fear society slowly turning into a military and dystopian society? Oh, wait.
Why would you fear the rise of fascism becoming way too normalized?
Yeah. It's still, the fact that it's still to this day hits that close to home is incredible.
It reminds me of Do the Right Thing, where it's like, oh, I'm so glad this movie isn't politically relevant anymore.
Was that 80s or 90s?
90s.
Okay.
Watched that in the summer of 2020, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, great fucking movie. Really, if you haven't watched Anthology before, good place to start, I think. Yeah. I don't know if there's a dub of this movie. We watched the sub.
Yes.
If there is a dub, I'm sure it's honestly pretty good. It's the 90s.
Yeah.
And also all with directors who have worked on stuff with pretty great dubs.
Mm-hmm.
But
yay.
That is it for the director's wheel.
Woo!
If you didn't watch the episode before this, we will be on the series wheel for about 12 spins, and then we will do a final spin, final retrospect of all the movies we cover on director's wheel, what our favorites from each director was, what was the worst, and then unveil whatever our next wheel is going to be, which will be decided by a wheel.
Yes, that's right.
We have a wheel of wheels, and you'll find out more about that in, like, December.
Yep.
Or November. Either way, later this year.
Yes.
But goodbye to the director's wheel for now.
Yep.
Now we are back to the series wheel. The series wheel is full of a bunch of series that you have heard and probably seen most of the movies of. But you know who else has? Your friends. So when you see an episode that you know of, with a movie you know of, your friend probably knows of it. And you should go over and recommend to them. And that will mean you have to dig out the key through that guard's chest. You have to get out of your cell. Go down the hall. Remember, take a left. The right is where the guards are sleeping. There's a barred window. I loosened it for you. You're welcome. You go out there and you find that fucker's house. Which, remember, the safe house is never on an odd street. Once you kick in the door, you play that episode at max volume. Sort of like that scene in Back to the Future. Except with a lot more handcuffs. I also left a bag of handcuffs outside the window, so you'll be fine. Yes. And then they can listen to the episode and you can talk about it.
There you go. Like you always do normally.
Yeah, I don't know how many more times we're going to break you out of prison, though. So maybe don't get caught this time.
Okay.
But we have a bunch of series left. And I don't have to talk about how there's multiple James Bonds because we covered James Bond. Go watch the Thunderball episode.
Yeah.
Shameless plugging.
Woo. Which you can watch on all podcasting apps.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
But for now, it is time to... spin.
Meh.
Really again?
Interesting. Really wants us to do that, huh?
You know, I guess we bitched about not landing on Lupin enough, and now we are.
All right. Hey, Lupin the Third.
Jumping into the late 2000s with his first crossover with Detective Conan.
Yep.
Conan.
What was the second one, wasn't it?
No, it's well, we're watching the first one.
Well, yeah, but because there was a TV one, and this is the movie one.
This is the TV one. TV one was not in theaters,
okay.
But it's the first one.
Okay.
Otherwise, then we wouldn't watch the second one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, that's what we'll be doing next, is Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan. I don't remember what the title is of this.
Yeah.
We'll say
I think it's literally Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan, the movie.
The game.
Yep.
The
film.
movie,
the game, the film, the show.
The musical.
Yep.
The third. But yeah, I think I don't know how to end shows. How do you end a show?
Well, usually you start by saying, thank you so much for listening, and then from there you kind of...